Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm making this video to answer some questions that people ask me. And the first one, how did I convert to Islam? Second one, what are your difficulties after converting to Islam? And the third one, how did I memorize the Qur'an? And in this video, let me be the story how I converted to Islam. First of all, my Muslim name is Harris and I'm from Vietnam. I was born in a small family, a remote area far from the city. And for living here, we mostly grow rice and we have cows. And I live with my mother, my aunt, and my grandmother. My family doesn't have a specific religion, but they believe in Buddhism. And they don't know much about it either. They just follow the folk religion of their forefathers. And inside my house, there are paintings that my grandmother worships. She used to go to the temples in the past to pray, but now she's old and weak, so she spends a few hours a day in the prayer room. I had my first spiritual talk when I was a child. While eating, there was not so much food at home and I didn't have so much to eat. My aunt, she looked at me and she said, "Just try to eat it, oh my nephew. We only had that much." I'm sorry that you reborn into a poor family like this. You shouldn't have done it. Your rebirth should have been in a rich family. And she didn't eat her food just to give it to me. That concept of rebirth kept on haunting me. That is, when I die, my soul will transform into a new life. It means how I live this life will determine what I will be, how I will be the next life. If in this life I'm a good person, when I die, I will reborn like to be a king or a rich person to enjoy happiness, to enjoy life. But if in this life I'm a bad person, I do a lot of bad deeds, evils, so when I die, my next life will be an animal or in low class people to suffer. Why is that? And I ask myself, why is life not fair? There are children who are born in rich families and they don't have to do anything and they don't have to worry about anything. And meanwhile, there are children who are born into the needy families. Why is that? I couldn't understand. And we had a small 14-inch TV in my house and I watched the movies from the West. I saw miracles. I saw angels coming down to help people. But when I grew up, I realized, I knew it. It was a miracle, but some kind of special editing effects. But for me at that time, it was something very special and magical. And from this small TV, I heard a new concept, that is heaven. When a man dies, the people around him, they say, "Oh, he went to heaven." So what is heaven? So I heard from them and I knew it's a place where people don't have to suffer. They are enjoying their new life and there's no sadness and we will meet each other again in heaven. And the concept of heaven makes me more interested in the concept of rebirth. Then I grew up. It was also the time that I had to leave my small village to go to the big cities to continue my studies and to pursue my dream, because only in big cities we have more chances for our future and to have a good job to help to support my family. You know, in the city, everything excites me. I saw tall buildings, I saw crowded people, and the atmosphere is so totally different from my old hometown. But I love it. And I went to a very famous market in my hometown. There I saw a lot of tourists. First time in my life, I saw Westerners. I saw the white people for the first time, and I said, "Wow, this is a new key, a new door to open my future." And I love this lifestyle. And then I saw something very strange. I saw the women, the Arabic women, that they cover from head to toe with black dress. And I never seen anything like this, so I was so scared. We cannot see anything except 2 eyes. And I saw the women from Malaysia, Indonesia, but they cover, but we still can see their faces. And I thought these women must have followed some kind of religion, and usually religion you relate to magic, gods and demons. So try to stay away from them, far away from them. If I do something wrong to them unknowingly, they might perform some kind of magic to make revenge on me. So I told myself to stay away, far away from them as far as possible. After some time, I and my friends went to a restaurant, and again I saw the Muslim women. I saw them talking, communicating, smiling, softly and politely. And the first thought in my mind has gone, and I realized that they are not something to be scared of. Then I went back to my room, and I wanted to know what religion is this. So I started to search on my laptop. And the first result, the Christianity, no, they don't wear like this. The second one, Buddhism, also no, they don't wear like this. But the third one, oh yes, these are the women I saw on the photo in front of my eyes now. They are exactly the same like the women I saw on the streets. And I searched on my phone, where is the mosque, and I found one. Then I took a bus to go to the mosque. I was wearing like t-shirt and short and shoes like an American. And a man from the mosque, he came out and he asked me, what kind of religion are you following? I said, I come here, I don't have any religion, I just come to study, to discover something new, to study about religions. And he took a book and he gave it to me, and I got it, and I was so happy. The following days, I continued to go to the masjid again. I was sitting listening to some Muslim brothers. They were discussing, talking about Islam, and I felt so interested. I remember one day I went to the masjid, and it was on Friday. I was sitting from behind, and I saw this is the area for men, and it's written male area. But I saw on the first row, there were some people praying in white clothes, white dress covering from head to toe, and I thought, well, these are ladies. Why they enter the area for men? Don't they know that they enter the wrong area, and why there's no one talk to them, guide them to go to the correct area? But I waited to see what happens next. Until the sermon ended, everyone turned around, and I realized something. Oh, what? These are men. These are not ladies. Something totally shocked me. At that time, I hadn't admitted myself that I'm a Muslim, but I stopped eating pork. So I only went to the vegetarian restaurant to find food, because all around, like haram. Pork is everywhere. The people here love pork. One day, I went to a halal restaurant which is in front of the mosque, and I ordered some food. And the waitress, she asked me, "Are you Muslim?" I hesitated for a while, and finally I answered her, "Yes, I am." I started making friends with a lot of Muslims here. They are working in Vietnam, but they from Malaysia, Indonesia, from Bangladesh, from Pakistan. I learned a lot from them. From how to say Assalamu alaikum when we meet each other. What to say before we eat, we say Bismillah. And after eating, what do we say? We say Alhamdulillah. I learned like small things, the simple, basic things from them. And I learned how to do the prayers with internet. I went back to my room. I opened my laptop and I searched some YouTube videos, and I just followed what the guy he's doing there. I just followed. But I didn't know how to make wudu. I didn't make wudu. I didn't wear proper clothes, and I didn't know what the direction of Kaaba is. And I told this to a friend. I asked him for advice. He told me to go to some kind of Islamic school. But in Vietnam, there's nowhere that you can study Islam. There's no Islamic school. there's no way that you can study the basics of Islam. And my friend helped me go to Singapore, and there I took the courses on basic Tawheed, how to make wudu, how to make salah, how to read Surah and Fatiha correctly. And at the end of the course, I took my Shahada, and I was given many gifts. I was given the tasbih, the prayer mat, and the Qur'an, which is in Arabic and English, and a conversion card. I'm still keeping them until today, and it was in 2012. And that's my story. Thank you for listening.